What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of Twisted Realities. I'm your host, Will, and we're featured here with
Vaughn,
Rich,
and our very special guest, Malachi. All right, so imagine, if you will, a world where we talk about your brain and all its things. That's the first episode of Twisted Reality. Half the people watching this aren't going to understand that reference. That's fine. All right, but no, for real. So, the whole point of this was that we were going to start with talking about the 2012 conspiracy where we all died. We all died. We're dead. Our subconscious or our conscience, whatever's left of us, if we're dead, it's making things up. But then we had a better idea. What if we talked about, the brain and how that actually could go into play? Because we had a really good idea before all of this, and it was like a big brainstorming session, and we were talking about the fact that if we did actually die in 2012, all of us would still technically be like, we'd be like, what, 10, 9, 8? We'd be young. And we were thinking about how, we might actually be younger, I don't know.
6.
6?
Yeah, 6.
about 6.
That was first grade.
So just think about that. As children are much more creative than adults are. Because that's kind of, we grow up, we imagine things, we play with our little army men, we create scenarios, Your little army man's not in Afghanistan, he's on Mars.
Facts.
So let's talk about that. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that it is plausible that we did die as young children and our brain is making all of this up as we go, making up our whole lives before we actually die?
When I was 6, I thought when I turned 17, I was going to be a superhero, and now I work at Food Line, so I would hope not.
Would you say your younger self would be proud of you?
I think my younger self would be glad that I have an Xbox, and that's pretty much it.
That's creative.
I mean, like, just think about it, though.
But imagine, you think you were going to be a superhero, but what if your brain knew that wasn't plausible? So your little dead 6-year-old self.
I was gonna be a superhero.
Oh, you thought?
I had an outfit planned out, dude.
Oh, you had it planned out.
No, tell us
To
your
the
plan.
socks. You had a superhero.
Tell us your plan about
Boom!
Tell us your
peak game lock in. All blacked out Timbs on the feet.
Okay.
Batman spandex on the pants. My father's tool belt. So I could carry my weapons and everything.
What kind of superhero were you?
I was just going around beating people up like Batman, but like...
So the superhero of Manhattan.
Yeah, like, but unregulated, though. I don't care, like, what crime you do. Don't let me catch you jaywalking, bro. You gonna end up in the hospital. If I catch you committing a misdemeanor, don't let me catch you littering, bro.
You're a very creative 6-year-old. Like, God. All right, but what about you two? What do you think? Is it plausible that as a 6-year-old that this could all be made up in your head? This entire moment down to your very core, down to you being an 80-year-old man on your deathbed. Do you think it's plausible that a 6-year-old could think of that in moments before death?
No, sir.
Or in their own subconscious?
No, sir.
I mean,
Implausible.
I was thinking about
No,
it.
sir.
I was thinking
Not
about
at
how
all.
we could be 6 and thinking about all this, but like, if you think about it, you'll be going through 2 deaths. Like, okay, you're 6, you died in 2012. Okay, 2080, you're fucking sitting there. And you're about to die. And you die. So what happens after that?
Nothing. But maybe that's the interesting thing about it. Maybe the fact that you do die twice, your brain's making it up as it goes because it can't handle the fact that you as a 6-year-old just died because the world ended. So now you're having to make it up as you go.
No,
so your brain's creating a new scenario. Maybe
So
you get
where would
stabbed
this?
left on the street.
There would be a
Wait.
contact point. There would be a catalyst.
Wait.
You think so?
Wait. There is no way that a 6-year-old, 6 years old, that your brain would be able to do that. Your brain is barely even developed enough for you to go to school and learn, to be able to to go to school and learn. And y'all saying it could be able to make up a whole like different life.
Well, if your brain can make up these fantasy worlds when you're playing with your little toys, like a Hot Wheels car,
Yeah.
You know, you're not playing on just some little plastic track. You're all of a sudden you're in the Sahara Desert running away from a giant doom worm or something.
But here's my thing about that though. That's more outlandish imagination.
So you think that anything more grounded in reality just doesn't make sense?
Exactly. Bro, 6-year-old me has no interest in turning in this paper from Miss Burgess next to tomorrow. Like, why would I give myself homework?
That is true. When I was 6 years old, I was more concerned with Dora the Explorer than having to do forensics.
And then why do I make up people that I don't like in life? Like,
that is true. Okay, no, that's actually a really
creating
good point.
conflict.
Creating conflict. Yeah. If your brain was making things up as it goes, wouldn't it make it better for yourself? You know, you don't deal with heartbreak or somebody going behind your back or like hurting you and losing friends.
Why would I only be making $13 an hour?
But that,
Well, let's really rap about it.
yeah,
Why wouldn't you be Jeff Bezos at that point?
Word, like,
You'll be living a euphoria type life, I think. But
I've never seen Euphoria.
oh, me neither. I just know that euphoria means like on the good side.
But
I've never seen that.
But the thing is, the way you think about it, that all kind of ties into the fact that mass hysteria and your brain is a very complicated thing. Mass hysteria is a real thing. There are historical cases of it. And it's this big group of people that all of a sudden are just like, you know what, whatever this crazy person's doing, I'm going to do. There was a very similar thing. I cannot remember
Dancing
the fine
plague of
details.
16, 19?
Like this little dancing virus or dancing plague.
So
back in the days
16,
where these people
16, 19, 16, some early 1600s, peasant lady France gets a little jig. Feel me? A little jig going, nothing crazy, you know. Just a little, you know.
She doing a little boogie.
Just a little boogie. But she doesn't stop. She just keep going. And it starts getting a little harder.
Not
you know?
too crazy. Just a little wiggy.
And instead of people being like, "That's a weirdo," let me get away from her. People was like,
But then they all
some
went and
people was
joined
like,
her.
"Nah, that's kind of lit. Let me join in."
But they all ended up dying. They couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Just
Is it 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's perfect.
got-
Though. It's perfect though.
All right. So I think that we'll wrap it up here. So that's an interesting take to think about. So what you gather from all of this is you're not nearly as creative as you were when you were younger. So anything that your brain's coming up with now is more grounded in reality. Because I know 6-year-old me did not plan on back-breaking labor. No, I wanted to jump off a house, start flying like Superman, but that never happened.
But my superhero would kill your superhero. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, but that's
If I catch you speeding, bro, if I catch you speeding, bro, if I catch you speeding,
we'll catch you next time.
if I catch you.
Hey, thanks for watching the first episode of Twisted Reality, but before we let you go, let's have a thanks from our sponsor, Warehouse Creations. Looking for unique and captivating pottery or home decor? Look no further than Warehouse Creations. This husband and wife team of potters, Bill and Ginny Ware, create a stunning body of work that blends traditional perfection with the weird and wonky. Their complementary styles create a visually interesting and captivating collection that engages the viewer and invokes a sense of emotion. Whether you're looking for a functional piece, a statement piece, or just something to complement your existing decor, Warehouse Creations has you covered. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to see their latest creations and let them fill your pottery or home decor needs today.